got something really big happening today, so I've just decided to flick on the camera. That smells so nice. Right, that is going to be a good lunch today. Oh yeah, this is a little bit on the messy side today. Nothing's ever easy with Nick, is it? Right, update on the tap. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. I was just finishing a coffee and we've got something really big happening today, so I've just decided to flick on the camera and film a working day at home vlog with me. You're not going to believe what's about to happen today. We've got somebody coming out to fix the kitchen tap. You might even hear it clicking away, tapping away in the distance. We've been here now 4.5 months. And we've had a dripping tap since we've moved in the kitchen. They've needed to replace the tap. There's been problems trying to find the same tap. And we got an email yesterday to ask if we were free this afternoon. I feel this is a big thing happening in our house, so I thought I would pick up the camera today. Ade's at work, he's gone into the office today. We've got a really long day. We both worked really late last night. I think I worked till about 9:30, 10 in the end. And he's gone. He was up 6 o'clock to go into the office this morning, and then we've got a meal out in Glassen Brey with the travel side of our business this evening. So it's going to be another really long day, but I thought I'd take you along and share that with you too, and just share like what a day working at home is like, because our days of working at home have really changed. It's not a true day because Ade's not here. Usually he would be sat alongside me. But it's going to be me working from home, so I thought I would just share a little snippet with you. So I've just had one coffee. We only have the one, but I'm really fancying another. I might go and put the machine back on again. I'm feeling quite cozy today. Anyway, I hope you enjoy hanging out with me today. Let me know if you work from home. I know many of you do, many of you did. Have many of you gone back into the office now? I know lots of people work quite hybrid, don't you? Sort of like some days in the office, some days at home, a bit like Ade. So let me know what you are currently doing. So on my list today, I've got a shorter list today, but some longer jobs. I've got Royal Mail coming to collect a load of orders. I've just been doing a next try on. I ordered some dresses and I'm keeping one, so I want to return those. I want to finish editing a vlog. I need to do quite a bit of voiceover on that, so I thought that was an ideal time to do that while Ade wasn't here, because if he's on calls and things it can be quite loud. I edited our Hollywood vlog yesterday, so I need to do the thumbnail and get that up. We did a craft Zoom last night on Patreon, so I want to get that. I record the sessions for people that can't make it. We were talking all about creating different backgrounds for our journals and scrapbook pages, so I want to get that email out to those on Patreon. Ideally, I'd like to make a couple of greetings cards for friends. I've got some emails to do. Things like, it's just boring admin things. I've just had to pay for the yearly subscription for, I have to pay, I think it's, what have I just paid? About $250 just to have the subscription bit put on my website. It's like an add-on that you can have just so that it can be used as a subscription service for my monthly boxes. So I've just paid that, but then I want to go in and make sure it's paid off my credit card, because I pay everything with my Virgin credit card so I can collect the miles. So I want to go on, and I like to try and keep on top of it because I don't like it when it mounts up. So just lots and lots of boring bits and pieces like that today. I'd really like to clean out the cutlery drawer. I noticed today that's getting a bit crummy, so I might try and do that. And at the moment, the whole of the under sink cupboard is empty because the guy's coming out to do the tap, so that might give me a good chance to go through those few bits as well and have a little sort out and see if there's anything we can declutter. And whilst working, I'm watching Love Meg make some pasta. I'm skipping the second coffee. I don't usually have a second coffee, but I feel it's time for a Pepsi. We've been drinking the caffeine free lately. I only tend to have one a day anyway. And some days I don't have a Pepsi at all, but it just always feels like my treat. We need treats, don't we? They're important. Anyway, that was a very quick way of spending about £500. Just paid all that off my credit card. It just feels so boring. I hate expenses like that. But obviously when you've got a business, You can't avoid them. And that's how I very quickly get my air miles up. I just use a Virgin credit card for everything. I've been thinking about getting a BA credit card, an Amex card as well, and collecting Avios, just so we've got some for like maybe some little European flights. That would be quite nice. Let me know if you have both cards. We pay for the Virgin card. I think it's 160 a year. We don't get the free one, but we get the extra points, and there's just various other things as well. We obviously, yes, I think you get 1.5 points with the Virgin paid card, and you can spend less to get the companion flight. So let me know what you do with Amex. Do you use the free one? Because theirs is, I think, 260 or something like that, or 240. I know it's quite a bit more than the Virgin one, so I'm looking at maybe doing the free one. Let me know what you do to collect your air miles. We've also been talking about booking a trip to Germany. I've booked all the hotels. We're just so tired at the moment. We just seem to be full on with work and play all the time. We've just got nice things planned every weekend at the moment. I've got my dad coming over from the States soon. But we've planned this trip to Germany. I've booked the hotels. I haven't booked the shuttle because I was going to book the non-refundable one and save us 50-60 quid. But yeah, I don't know, it would be next week if we go, and I just feel really, really tired at the moment. So I don't know, I've held off booking. Don't know what to do. Might end up missing this drippy tap actually. Thinking about making some soup for lunch just to stay healthy, and we're obviously not going to be eating later, so I want something a bit more substantial, but I don't want anything heavy. So I think I might go through, actually the fridge really needs cleaning out as well. I've been putting that off because I've been so busy with work. I think I might take half an hour out of work, clean out the fridge, which I've been putting off, and let's put some lights on. It's really dark today. It's such a gloomy day, and I'm going to make some soup. I am loving these under thingy lights. Oh, do you know, so many of you have asked for the link, and I keep forgetting. I'm so bad at adding links. I'm going to take my vitamins as well in a bit when I've eaten. I'm really bad. I always think, oh yeah, I'm going to share those, and then I completely forget. So yeah, right, what should we do first? We'll make the soup and then do all the cleaning up. I think that makes sense.
So let's take a moment to talk about work lunches. What do you have when you're at work? Do you take things into the office? Do you buy things when you're there? Do you prepare your own meals? I know that some people prepare ahead of time. That's like what I'm trying to do today. Make up a batch of soup to kind of see me over the next 3 days. I know that some people also make like overnight oats, or I've seen people do like salads in mason jars but do them for the week. I've never tried that one, but I try and have lunch kind of prepared a bit like I do my evening meal plan, because I find if I don't, then I reach for a cheese sandwich and a bag of crisps, which I don't want to keep doing. So I've always tried to make sure that I've got like yogurt, berries, or soup, or I do like Rivitas with cream cheese and tomatoes. That's often a go-to, but I just don't want to keep having the sandwiches and crisps, but I really, really like them. But I'm trying to always make sure that I've got something like a healthy alternative in the house just to grab quickly and go. So I would love to hear what you do for your work lunches.
Things like this really excite me. Look how nice that looks. It just feels so perfect for a rainy day like this. I'm going to add a veggie stock pot. I have just added some very small chopped potatoes. Obviously you don't want anything too large because it's going to take longer to cook than the rest of everything else. And then your veggies will all be really sort of mush. I would like to add some onion salt. I need to get the dried onion actually, because obviously this is quite salty. I need to get some of that, it's all stuck together. Let's add a little bit of onion salt. What else can we add? I have just taken this, might just add this. It's Creole seasoning I bought in Walmart in the States. It's so good. I'll put some of this in there. What's actually in it? I think I looked at this before. I can't actually see. Ingredients, salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, chili flakes, garlic powder. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. That's made me, it feels a little bit spicy on my nose actually. Right, let's stir all that together. Let's add some water. I am really fancying something like this today. I think I'm going to need to boil another kettle actually. I don't know, I think that might be enough. I think that's going to be fine. And let's throw a handful of lentils in there, red split lentils for good measure. They're so good for you. I try and add anything extra like that when I can. There. That smells so nice already, and I haven't even put the stove on. Right, that is going to be a good lunch today. I was a bit concerned about making vegetable soup when I've got obviously the plumber coming out today. I want it has to smell nice, but vegetable soup won. Look how pretty this looks. Looks so good. Right, it's 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet. I've just sliced up some homemade bread, sourdough that I've made. I'm going to go and sit at my desk with this and work on the Hollywood video. I just need to do the thumbnail and schedule it. So that probably take me maybe 15 minutes or so. There we go. Thumbnail for that video done. I completely underestimated that Creole seasoning. I've just tasted the soup. It is so spicy. I've just added some extra water. I kind of got a bit spice happy with that and just kind of threw it all in. It's going to be a spicy soup. I ended up just listening in on one of our travel Zooms for the last hour whilst doing some other bits and pieces. So I had that on. I've had Royal Mail come and deliver, and they're coming back for my collection. I've had a dress delivered from Next. It was supposed to come with the other bits and pieces, but it was a day late. I think it's going to be massive. I've opened it up, but I haven't tried it on yet. And I've just been working on the kit zine. Every month I put together a little mini magazine to go in my monthly kits, and I work on all the artwork to go on there. So there's like a recipe, there's tips using my kit, little bits of inspiration and things. So I've just, every month we have some journaling prompts. So I've just been working on those. So I put all the little mini pieces of artwork together, and then I send it over to Kelly, who works, well, the camera's gonna fall then, who works for me as a graphic designer, and she pieces it all together to create our little kit zine. So I've been working on that because I want to get everything over to her in the next week. It is 12 o'clock. I've done quite well with my list today. Quite pleased with that. Mail's been collected as well. I'm gonna clean up the sink and that. I don't know what time the plumber's coming. I hate the thought of somebody coming and I've got a sink full of stuff. So I'm going to get that done, then heat up some soup, I think. I don't know what time he's coming. I asked for 3 o'clock at the latest, just purely because we're heading out to Glassen Brey. I didn't want somebody coming and then us needing to go and it making us be late, or, you know, if somebody's running a bit late as well. So I'm going to get that done. Oh, I was going to do the fridge as well, wasn't I? I completely forgot. I am always so easily distracted. I hadn't planned to go on that Zoom. I saw a thing come up with the opportunity to go onto it, so I just thought I'd jump on it while I could. I do quite like my flexible working days. Right, sink and fridge, and then lunch. I do love the flexibility that I have by working for myself and working from home. I love that if something crops up, I can tweak things. Like when the kids were younger, I could always attend an assembly or a sports day. I never missed a single thing. I really, really value that. And we're even quite lucky with Ade to a degree as well. His hours have always been reasonably flexible. He works longer work days and has every other Friday off, which we love, and since we've moved we've really made the most of that. But he is quite lucky in that because of his hours, he does a lot of international work. A lot of his
colleagues are all over the world, so it could be sometimes he's doing a meeting at 6:30, 7 in the morning, but he's also doing a meeting at 9 o'clock at night, so then we might go for a coffee in the day, something like that, or he works a super long day sometimes, so then he might sort of then finish a little bit early on another day. So we are, between the two of us, we are very fortunate that we can be quite flexible with our hours. So I'd love to know from you, how flexible are you? Are you rigid with your hours? Can you not move them at all? If something crops up, are you able to swap? That kind of thing, because I think both of us now would probably really struggle with having very fixed hours now.
Salad tray is such a mess because I can't reach in it. It just gets dumped in. I think this is just going to be an ongoing problem I'm just going to have to live with. And just give it a good clean out every couple of weeks. There's worse things that can happen in life, right? Look, all the tomatoes are split. Oh, missed that frozen carrot there. I think he can go in the bin. Yeah. This is a little bit on the messy side today. I think the tomatoes can live in that now. Try and keep them together. And I'm going to wash this out because it's got really grubby in a couple of weeks. And this salad tray that I use is exactly the same. Let's empty this. Give this a wash. There we go. That's a little bit tidier and cleaner now. Right, this is all clean now, ready for the plumber. And I've just been heating this through. I'm worried this is going to be too spicy for me. I had no plan to make this into a spicy soup. I really over-seasoned. Oh well, let's give this a go. Looks nice. It looks really pretty, doesn't it? Oh, and I also meant to show you those little sticky things do catch the flies. Do you remember I spoke about them in a previous video about the little flies kind of like tending to hang around some of the house plants? And I bought these little sticky, they were only I think like £3, £2 something for a pack. And yeah, they're doing really well. I think that one needs some water actually. The little baby's growing well on there. And this was the one, do you remember we repotted that or took it off the baby? That was the baby from this one. They've done really well. And this one as well. Ade's got into a bad habit of leaving his coat on the side. So I'm going to go and hang that upstairs. Yeah, the little baby's done so well. I am going to sit and have my lunch at my desk. Let's see how spicy this is. It's spicy. Ade wouldn't be able to eat this. I can't believe I've done that. But the flavour's so nice. Just a little bit on the warm side. I don't tend to break away from lunch when I'm working. I tend to eat at my desk. We did though yesterday go and take a 15-minute walk. The weather was quite nice yesterday. And then we did the same after dinner, so that was quite nice. But I think I might do some video editing whilst I sit and eat this.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine.
That soup was definitely a bit on the spicy side. I do like making up a batch of soup though. It's so good for weekday lunches. It's really handy. I used to do it when I used to go to work as well, and I could then just heat it up when I was at work. It was quite handy. Anyway, that's all cleaned up. I've got a lovely clean sink ready for the plumber. It's 1:45. I need to go and edit a video and do some voiceover, which I'm not really looking forward to. I don't like doing the voiceover stuff. It's not my favourite. I'm hoping Ade might be home around 3ish. I think he's got a 1 o'clock meeting, so that's quite soon. And yeah, I'm just gonna now plough on with my afternoon jobs. I do tend to split them up and sort of like work on something and then break them up and work on something a little bit else. I've also got a video that I want to finish filming upstairs, so I'm hoping to be able to squeeze that in this afternoon as well. Eucalyptus that I bought the other day, by the way, it's drying out quite nicely now. It smells so good. It's such a nice room scent that's obviously completely natural. just smells really good. I still don't know if I want it. I think it looks a bit busy there with the rubber plant in the window, but I kind of wanted something to fill that gap. I don't know, what do you think? It does look a little bit on the busy side, doesn't it? Can you believe it? After all that, the plumber hasn't turned up. It's 10 to 4. Ade's due home in about 10 minutes. I've been working at my desk. I didn't want to get ready because in case the plumber turns up, nothing. I've actually just done a job I've been putting off doing. I wanted to do a voiceover for a video just talking about a difficult topic, and I've just done it. I've just sat down and done it, so I'm really pleased it's done because it's something I've been thinking about doing for a few days, and I've actually just done it, so that feels good. I've also just done a quote for 2 Florida trips as well for the travel agency, so that was really cool. I've just done those, so it's actually been a really productive day. But I think I'm going to go and get ready, actually. I'm guessing the plumber's now not going to come. We had said 3 o'clock was like the deadline. Sorry, battery ran out. Yeah, we said 3 o'clock was the deadline because I knew that I'd want to get ready in that. So I'm guessing they're not coming now after all the excitement.
Motion detected at the Ade and Lisa front door bell.
It was Ade. I quickly ran and put the camera in here in case it was the plumber. Yeah, so I think we're going to give up on that. Anyway, we've just had some last minute plans. We were already going to Glassen Brey tonight anyway for this meal. And then Lee and Nick have just messaged saying they've got last minute plans. They're going to Glassen Brey. We want to spend the day with them tomorrow. We can't because we're working, but we're actually going to be in Glassen Brey as well. So we're going to try and meet up for an hour before our meal. Have I got time to wash my hair, do you think?
That'd be very quick, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I will then. I meant to do it this morning and I completely forgot.
How long will it take you?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to dry it as well.
So let's see what time. So what time are we going to be?
Oh, the dining reservation's not till 7. Anyway, yeah, so that would be really fun if we get to meet up. Do you have a nice day?
Yes, thank you very much, yes.
Good. I was just about to email our site manager to say the plumber didn't come up. It was tomorrow he's coming after all that. But at least we're organised now, the cupboard's empty. Right, I'm going to get myself sorted, ready to go out tonight. This is a nice spontaneous evening, isn't it? We'd planned to come out for dinner anyway, but not leave for a couple of extra hours. And it's beautiful sunny as well. It was so miserable this morning, wasn't it? This is so nice. I haven't been to Glassen Brey together before. I haven't been to Glassen Brey since the 90s.
I've not been.
Oh, I don't think we'll get to see much of it today. Look at that beautiful sky. Seems to be doing this a lot lately. Really miserable in the day and then brightens up in the evening. Is he selling strawberries? Or maybe he was.
Oh, they were selling them on the way home from work, actually.
Oh, were they?
No one was there.
Secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time.
I think we might actually even get there before Lee and Nick. I think we might reach their pitch
Actually,
before they do. Oh, is that a
If
pub?
this is a pub, we can even park here and go and walk to where it
Excellent.
is. So
Oh
there's
yeah. Up here where the boys are about to camp. So we're just parked up waiting for them to arrive. They're due any moment. I wanted to show you my new dress. I'm so pleased with it. Ade, can you show them my new dress, please?
Yes.
Thank you. It's a really nice little fit, isn't it? Really good length as well. Do you like it?
Yeah, very nice.
Wish it had pockets.
Oh.
It's really sunny now. I might get myself. We've just seen them. They've just driven straight past the turning here. That carvery at this pub smells so nice. Right, let's see if we can spot them. Where did they go? Oh no, they've actually driven past. They pulled over here and they've driven off. And we've got a message saying, send us your location. Our sat-nav's gone nuts. We've got no signal now. Come back. But they reckon this isn't their campsite.
Well, I'm not sure. It's called Castlebrook.
I know, I don't know. Nothing's ever easy with Nick, is it? So we've ended up in that little pub where we were parked waiting for them. It's a cute little pub. And we're just having a little drink and I think we're about to shoot off. Have you decided what you're doing for dinner? Oh, you are going to have the Carberry. Oh, they can't make their minds up.
We didn't want a Carberry for various reasons. You'll have to watch how long to find out.
That was a nice surprise. We never expected to see them again.
No.
Well, not ever again, but
So soon.
so soon. That's the. So they should be in there having their roast dinner now. Shall we see if we can see them? Are they in there? No,
No.
they're not in there. Yeah, it's just literally a couple of minutes walk from the campsite where they're staying. So we're going to now go on for our table reservation. That's such a coincidence. We're literally an 8-minute drive from where we've got our table reservation tonight. What was it? They messaged us probably, 4 hours ago?
Yeah.
Just to see if we were free in Glassen Brey tomorrow. That's such a coincidence.
Today.
Yeah, but they said about meeting up tomorrow to
I
spend the
see.
day with them, which we couldn't do.
Yeah.
But we were obviously both in Glassen Brey tonight, or sort of close to that area. We're on Friday now. We've now got a plumber. He's downstairs. So are yeah? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. The tap's slightly different and it's not quite as nice as the other one, but I can't be doing with it anymore. After 4.5 months, I'm just happy to get it sorted. But yeah, we checked the emails and it was supposed to be Wednesday. But yeah, it's being done now, which is good. You happy? Or you not happy? There's not a lot we can do about it.
It's just the longer levers were sort of. We've got
It doesn't like the tap. Anyway, I've come up here to work for the afternoon. I've been doing all desk work this week. Actually, I haven't been doing too much, but I've prepped a new page in my travel journal, which I want to work on. And I've got a really, really nice Simple Stories collection that was sent to me. The camera tripod's on it at the moment. This little bit will need to be ad gifted because it was sent to me by Paper Maze. Look at that. Isn't that fun? The papers are so cool. I love these. I feel like making a whole new mini book with these actually. And we've just booked a trip to go to Germany next week. And part of me is thinking, do I start another journal? I've got so many journals. I don't know. I really like this. Oh look, we're not going on a plane though. But then I was going to use this to start up our road trip from driving through the Carolinas. That's what I was going to do. I think that's what I'm going to continue. And then I can use it on my Germany stuff as well actually. So that's what I was going to do. I also need to do the kit photos for my new kit. So I'm going to do that first because that will just won't take too long. And then I'm going to work on this longer project then and try and get them both done this afternoon. Good morning. Sorry, I just ran to get some scissors. I wanted to open a parcel that came yesterday. I haven't picked up the camera for a little while. And my film work day with me hasn't gone to plan. I think it's purely because my work days just don't seem to go to plan since we've moved. They just seem to be all over the place. Anyway, Ade's in the office, back in the office today. He's been going in about once a week, but he's only in until about lunchtime to come home from a meeting. I had a parcel come that I'm really, really excited about, so I thought I'd open that with you. And I also wanted to update you on the tap. We've got some other home updates as well I was going to share with you before I finish. So parcel. Do you remember I had those wax melts arrive the other day and the room spray? I was so happy. There we go. That's the details. Sean from Nap & Co. Everything's just boxed so nicely. Anyway, she was only opening her shop once a month. So, oh, I've got a little fly in here. So when she did a sudden open, because I only ordered 1 room spray and 2 wax melts, and they are so nice. The other thing is, right, let me just show you because I've ordered 6 this time, but now she's going to open once a week anyway. This is the scent I'm going for, H2O Glow. It is like the, you know, the Disney scent that you have in the rooms, the H2O. It's so nice. Now the interesting thing is, We've changed our scent of our house. I used to have a lot of like the cookie smells, the home baked smells. I still like all the apple pie and the pumpkin, but they are very, very heavy. And this house has such a different feel than our older house. The old house was very dark. It was a very, very homely house. This house feels light and airy. I don't know, it's got a completely different feel. And although I like those scents, maybe sort of autumn and Christmas time, they don't really suit the house now. So I was thinking about it. One of my favorite scents is the Disney H2O. And it's just really light, it's really clean. And the undertones are like peppermint. What's the other one? Peppermint and sea marine, that's it, salty. It's like an almost spa smell, it's just clean. And then I wanted to find, because lots of people do Disney scents, I wanted to find one, and funnily enough, Sean sells them. So last time I just did it as a sample to thinking, there's no way she can recreate that. She really has, but the undertones are, like I said, peppermint. And Ade's finding that the wax melts are really clearing his airways, and he's just feeling like he can breathe so much better. So he's really enjoying them. So actually, I'm just gonna go with them now, and that's what we've got in our house. So I'm loving the room spray. Like now, our bin needs emptying. Well, it doesn't need emptying, but there's something that really smells in there, but it's not even half full yet. I don't want to waste a bin liner. So I'm gonna leave it in there a couple more days, but I've just sprayed around there. And then I'll empty it. Actually, we're going away in a couple of days, so I'll empty it then. Yes, we booked Germany, by the way. That's all booked now, and we're due to be leaving this week. That's the quickest booked trip that we've ever done. Anyway, yeah, I'm really chuffed with these. So that's Sean's details. We're liking the smell of our new home. It's very, very nice. Right, update on the tap. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Like I said, I last filmed when we had the plumber here. Funny thing was, the plumber came and did it. Abe decided, I let him choose. He decided, a bit like me, do you know, this has been now coming on for 5 months now. I think we're 22 weeks in the house now, 23 weeks. And we've had a dripping tap every single moment. It was the first thing we noticed when we walked in this house, and it does grate on you sometimes. And we just thought, let's just go with it. But actually, we don't like the tap. So you guys probably aren't gonna notice any different, but it's a different manufacturer to the sink, whereas they matched before. We've got a brushed steel, sort of silver sink. This one is very, very shiny. The other one had really nice tall bits. So if I'm cooking and I can just knock it, I don't have to. Whereas this, you have to, because they're little and stubby. And it's also really wobbly. It's not great quality at all. Because I bake in that all the time. I just like the longer levers. I can just almost knock them with my arm. I don't have to get my messy fingers on them if I'm baking, if I'm cut raw meats, that kind of thing, fish. It just feels a cleaner way to do it. Anyway, Ade found the tap online. It's about £400 if we were to buy it. Obviously, I'm guessing that they would have had a wholesale account. So we've contacted the guy, our site manager. We've emailed him. So we sort of lived with it over the weekend. Ade's just wishing he hadn't have let them install it now. But you just feel really awkward when somebody's there. But he's actually, because we've got some houses that haven't been sold yet on the estate, and we were walking the other night on our road, and he just went and had a little look. Some of them, there's some of them the smaller houses, and you can actually sort of walk right up to the window. We had a look, and they've all got the cheaper taps. So we're wondering if it's the lower spec tap, so like for the smaller houses. And we had, because the larger the house, the better the spec, if you know what I mean. So anyway, we've reached out and asked if we can try and have, Ade's even given them the link to the tap, saying this is the one that we really wanted. I don't know, you just think, oh, first world problems, it's a tap, it's not dripping. But then part of you thinks, I've got to live with that now for goodness knows how many years. And we really liked our original one, we just didn't like the drip, so I don't know, we feel a bit awkward. He sent a really nice email anyway, and we get on really well with the guys. So hopefully something can be done anyway. Oh, and please tell me, would you feel the same about the tap? Or would you just get on with it and suck it up? Right, some other house updates. I've got an IKEA delivery coming today. We've decided to sort out my studio and we're going to have some extra storage put in Louis' room because 95% of the time nobody's in that room, so I'm going to have a big cupboard in there full of my stock so I can take things, tidy things up in my studio. My studio just can't stay tidy because I've got too much in there, so I'm excited about that. That's coming today, and like I said, we've booked a Germany trip as well, so we've got a lot going on. Thank goodness for flexible working hours. Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to share about Glassen Brey. So the reason we went to Glassen Brey was I was meeting up with some of the other independent travel agents. There's a Somerset group, so we were meeting up together. We kind of like, there was a central location, so we all met in Glassen Brey, had such a nice evening. And funnily enough, one of the women that I've been chatting to on WhatsApp, I knew of her. She didn't know me, but I knew of her through scrapbooking about 20 years ago. That's so funny. And actually I was, because I met up with her for a coffee yesterday. I had to go and pick up some new glasses. And I met up with her for a coffee because she lives reasonably local. And yeah, I found on my old blog, I had a blog long time ago. And yeah, I'd actually sort of like linked up with her blog and things like that. So isn't that funny? Yeah, so we had such a nice evening just speaking to other people that were doing the same thing with their travel business, some people that were new, some people that have been doing it a long time. One girl was so inspirational. She's 25 years old and she's wanting to give up teaching now, which is what she's doing right now, to travel full-time. She travels, organises groups and goes with groups. Isn't that cool? She's done like a South African one. She's got another one coming up. I thought that was really cool. It's just so interesting. And obviously we spoke to Lee and Nick beforehand, who also work in the travel business. And we saw them. It's just lovely speaking to other people that have managed to work full-time in the travel industry through their own business, if you know what I mean. Not like just going and working for an airline or something like what I used to do, but actually starting up their own business and managing to do it full-time, travel full-time. I just love hearing other people's successes. It excites me, it inspires me. So yeah, I really enjoyed that evening. Anyway, I'm gonna finish now. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you and sharing and showing you our behind the scenes working from home. It really does vary. We have a very varied life since we've moved. It's changed so much. No longer am I just sat at a desk 15 hours a day. We seem to be here, there and everywhere at the moment. And balancing everything, especially starting the new travel business as well. We've got lots of other things going on. So it's a big juggling act. We're very busy, very tired, but we're enjoying every single moment. So, and that's what counts, isn't it? Anyway, I'd love to hear from you, how you work from home, your hours, anything like that. Please share, it's always interesting. I love hearing about other people's lives. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the weekend vlog, Sunday, 6 p.m. Take care, have a great week, bye.